Hi, good afternoon. I'm going to show you how I set up my FlexPod fish finder for my Thresher kayak. All right, here's my setup. Here's my power pack, my Garmin Striker 4, and then this mount I bought for the transducer at the bottom of the FlexPod. In addition, I also bought the hole-through fittings kit from Hobie. They come in a pack of 2. You will need 2 of them, a 1-inch drill, and then I used some stainless steel bolts and washers and lock nuts that I picked up at Walmart, as well as some silicone. So let's get to it. First thing I did was mount the bracket. You could just see I just used this piece here from this set. I mounted it right there. I drilled some holes. I ran the screws through. I used lock washers, and in the middle I used larger washers with a generous amount of silicone to tighten it up. I then mounted the Garmin transducer there. Now the holes on the transducer are very small compared to the nuts and bolts that come with this bracket. So I slowly drilled them out with my drill, and I got them to the size where they would fit, and it seemed to work out really well. If you go very slowly, you could drill them out without cracking or breaking the transducer holes. Now here, this is the Hobie through fitting, where I took the 1-inch and I drilled as high as I could in the back of this, and I ran the wire through. These are pretty easy to put in. So here is the wire from the transducer coming back into the FlexPod kit. One other thing too, that piece of foam there I put down on the bottom to cover the screws to give the battery pack some protection if it's bouncing around. I am going to fix up the inside a little bit and make it a little more sturdy for everything in there instead of having it just all loosey-goosey. But for right now, this morning, I just wanted to put a little foam in there to protect it. So then I drilled another hole through the top of that with the hole-through fitting. And you can see there's 2 wires coming out of this now, where for the transducer is just 1 wire. One of those wires is the transducer wire, and the other one is the battery pack. So when you buy the hole-through fittings from Hobie, you will get this sort of selection of what size wire you need to use, and if you don't want to use a wire and just want to plug it. So there's one there that's a single, and there's another there that's obviously a double that worked out well. See, nice and clean, very easy to use. Here's the back end where it just screws on, no silicone at all. I took the fish finder mount and I drilled it to the top here and ran some screws through with some silicone. You'll need some longer screws than you use for the transducer, only because this little lip right here takes longer screws. But I put 2 in. I did drill another one, but I didn't have the other screw, so I'll figure that out later. And then this piece just sort of slides in here, just like that. And then you just mount your fish finder to it. That's all it is. So here it is all rigged up. You can see everything's nice and tight, nothing really to get caught on. Just pop it in and out, just like that. And you're good to go. All right, hope this works for you. Go catch some fish.